Hello everyone, this is actress Senayj, character actress, and this is going to be my new channel. So this channel will be dedicated, of course, to character actors, character actresses. And of course, you're going to ask me the number one question: what makes you a character actor or a character actress? Um, it was shown to me, and of course, I'm going to explain it a little later because I have a story to tell. Um, but some of the key things to know what makes you stand out as a character actor. It could be looks. It could be how you sound. It could be how you walk. It could be how you wear your hair. It could be something as simple as too big of a nose, which stands out. Bigger lips, fuller lips. It could be these type of eyes. It could be your size, which, is what it is. Your height, your weight, your width. There are a lot of things that stands out that can make you a character actor, even if that's not what your goal is, or even if that's not what you're aiming for. I know you've seen some actors that are albino. I know you've seen some with shockingly red hair, and things like that nature. Things that make you unique is what I call it. Things that make you stand out. Things that help you move forward in an industry that is quick to say no before saying yes. So these are the things that make you stand out. And sometimes this works for you and sometimes it works against you. And I'm the one that it works against the most. But it also could be your race. And I say that in a nice way of saying that sometimes that's a beautiful factor and sometimes it can be what it is in this industry. I'm looking for a full figured, big nose, weave, missing teeth, whatever type of female. And then you post your picture or you send your picture and there's still something else that they need that you don't have. They may not want one with dimples. And this is something else that's a characteristic that some, would consider a character actor, how deep your dimples are, how deep the indentions are. So again, laughter lines, as some of them call, it really does stand out. And when a casting director is looking at your pictures, they're looking like through your soul in some aspects. They're looking at every little detail: your hair, your nails, your eyes, your nose, your lips. What type of lipstick you wear. And then they're envisioning, are you the right character? Are you the right person for this role? And it's not about your talent. A lot of times it's not about your talent. I wish it was about our talent. I really do. We're in an industry that looks at your looks first. And that's what you got to look at. And that's where the door closes a lot, because they're looking at your looks first. You know what I mean? And that is where rejection comes in. And you can be rejected 3 million times. And then you get that one time when you're about to quit and leave it all behind. And it either will make you or break you or give you what you need to keep moving forward. So it is what it is being a character actress. I wouldn't say go around saying, hey, I'm a character actor. You don't need to. It really isn't something I don't hear as much as I used to hear. But knowing your dynamic, knowing who you are, will help you pick the roles that best fit you, which is what I was told. I had a professor when I was going in college, and I just graduated in 2008. So yay. And no, I wasn't in school that long, but I decided to go back to better understand the industry that I wanted to still be a part of. And Professor Morgan was kind enough to introduce us to his fellow peers who are, actors, directors, writers, and such. And he was like, whatever genre you're interested in, let's introduce you to those who've gone through it, who have accomplished, or who are in a place where they are comfortable and don't have to worry about check to check or, rejection or anything of that nature. So I got introduced to a beautiful young lady who I have never met. She's in theater and she's successful at it. And I have never, ever met her. I hadn't heard of her or anything of that nature. But she made sure when she told me her name where I could find her. And she has an extensive resume. Quite impressive. Now, at the time, at the school I was going to, I wasn't filling stage. Especially because I wasn't seeing a lot of black actors and actresses, even though, they were younger than me, being used to the best of their abilities. And that sort of like disappointed me. And that's when the doors started to, close a little bit. And I started to realize, oh, this industry might truly be a tad one-sided. And the color of your skin may be a character as well. And I was like, wow. So I was, quick to say, hey guys, you don't have to do a certain type of stage plays. There are a genre. They're full of stage plays. I said you want to reach everyone, not a certain, group. You want to reach everybody. You want everybody to say, ooh, I felt that, or ooh, I could see that, or ooh, that was gritty, or ooh, that was worth my $5, $10, $15, $20, $25, $100, $150, $200 ticket. It was worth it because I can see the pain. I can see what they're trying to say. I can connect with the actors and with the play and the writing. That's what you want. You don't want to narrow it. And I was one of the key people that was pushing for a change. And I hope that one day they do, but of course, that's another story. So anyway, we were emailing back and forth, and she asked for my headshot. And she told me the do's and don'ts and headshots, what to wear, what not to wear, try to find what best fits lipstick, eyeshadow, and as well as colors. Now, I'm tomboyish, so I like t-shirts, but again, I'm a full figure actress, which is part of the character actor, design. So she was like, just make sure that you wear the best, that you don't, you're not too bulky, which means don't have a bunch of girdles on and things like that. Wear the clothes that best fits you, that best accents you. And I'm still learning as you speak, because I wear what I think is comfortable. If you're going to stand in front of a camera and try to belt out lines for 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, or whatever the case may be. Even for auditions, I try to dress comfortably in what I think will help to make me stand out. That's not always the best plan, but it's something that I'm trying to do, and I'm still working on it. And again, too, same thing with hairstyle. Trying to find the best hairstyle that people look at me and go, ooh, I can see her. Because your hairstyle sometimes turn a casting director off. In case you didn't know, it can be the lipstick. It can be the eyeshadow. It can be the hair. So, yeah, it can be just one little thing that they go, nah, and move on. So, be aware of that. Not only as a character actor or actress, but as a actor in this entertainment industry. It could be just one little thing. So as she was doing the do's and don'ts, she hurt my feelings. and I have learned since to have tougher skin, because she's like, expect the door to close a lot in your face. And I was like, well, damn, why should I expect that? Now, I knew of the hardship of being a black woman in this industry. I understood it, got it, heard the stories of it, saw the things that was written about it. The backstories, the behind the scenes, I heard it. Or at least I thought I heard it. And she was even clearer than that. She's like, there are characteristics that may make you become a character actor. She said, don't expect to be a lead in anything. She said, not only based on your age. She said, although you look younger than the age you just told me, she's like, based on age, that may push you back. Based on looks, that may push you back. And based on the fact of your skin tone, that may push you back. And she said, and you are a full-figured woman. You are a thick woman. She said, and it comes off even on your pictures as a thick or fuller woman. She said, so with that being said, don't expect to be anybody's lead. And I was like, well, damn, how you gonna just tell me that? I was like, you ain't pulling not one bit of punch. You can't just hurt my feelings. She said, I'm not here to hurt your feelings. She's like, I'm here to be honest with you. She said, so you won't go in expecting the doors to just fly open for you. Now, at the time, I had done quite a bit of independent, and it was just flowing independent. And we'll talk about that too, how it can flow, then stop, and then never start again, or slowly trickle, or you just at a standstill. But she was like, just understand that you will never be a lead. She said supporting maybe, mother maybe, lawyer maybe, principal. And she was giving me a list of things that I should go for. Now, of course, that hurt my feelings, like I said. But at the same time, I'm listening to a veteran who understood exactly what this industry was about. So I wasn't going to go toe to toe with somebody whose resume just was boundless, endless. And of course I took it all in because I understood what she was saying. Don't have high hopes in a industry that is sometimes based on looks. Like we've seen the shows where you looking at the talent and you go, my thumbnail can do better than her, or my dog can do better than him. So, I mean, we've all been there. We've all looked at stuff and go, I just wasted 2 hours of my life watching something that I can never get back. And that's where we are with it. And we're also stuck with a lot of reality instead of deep films and television and TV shows and sitcoms and things that brought laughter and things that brought us all an opportunity to get seen, to be seen. But again, you were looking at black sitcoms and white sitcoms and a mingle of daytime, shows, and then still wondering how can you get through the door? Because sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. And it will always be who you know or who you think you know or who knows you well enough to say, hey, I think this person might be a good catch, even though their resume doesn't have an eye-catching type of feel towards it, or a resume, or the things that some casting directors look at and go, I've probably seen you somewhere. Oh, have I seen you somewhere? So you gotta look at that and take that into account. And she was trying to not spare my feelings, but make sure I understood that I needed tougher skin being who I was. And she was the first to explain to me what a character, actress, or actor was. And she explained it's based on looks. She said, just understand it. She says, you will see on television, film, and stage a fuller figured or stout, plus big, heavy white guy or black guy, and they seem to get the roles. But when it comes to the same thing with a female, very rarely do you see them, unless they're the comedic relief or, the angry, typical woman or something of that nature where they're stuck in that little, diagram of what they're supposed to be for that point. And most of the times they're not the leads or support. They're the day player or something of that nature. So she's like, I just want you to be aware of what you could be. And I was like, got you. Now, she, of course, hurt my feelings deeper than that, but this was years ago. So I've since learned to move on from, that comment. But I got her. I understood exactly what she meant. She was trying to be clear, and she was trying to make sure I understood that the doors may never open for me. I may have to make my own door. I may have to knock on my own door. I may have to design my own door. I may have to collab with fellow, entrepreneurs, fellow workers, and build my own and understand that it may be what it is. And I got you. It took a minute, but I got you, because the doors have closed and the doors have opened, and it's trickled and it's stopped and it's standstill. And I'm still trying to get where somebody can look at me and go, I can use you. I'm still trying to get there, even though I have a resume and I think it's a good resume. But of course, it doesn't stand the test of Hollywood time, but it stands the test of me being determined to be an actor in this industry, no matter what they say or no matter what's working against me. So with that being said, understand exactly who or what you can be in this industry. If you think you are a character actor, then you are a character actor based on looks, based on size, based on height, based on hair, based on eyes, based on weight, based on walk, gait, just whatever you think makes you stand out as a character actor will probably be a character actor. But as she said that, she said you will probably never get a lead. Now, I'm happy to say I've had a lead. Yay. And I'm happy to say it was on Lifetime. Yay. Would I love to do it again? Yes. Actually, I had 2 leads. Actually, one was on Vanish and one was on Fatal Attraction. And I'm very proud to have been a part of that, because at least I broke that mold. At least I could say that I was a lead. And at least I could say that somebody looked at me and go, you're exactly it. You're it. Whether I was, quote unquote, looked exactly like the person needed, or the casting director who by the name is Miss Dominique, and I'm forever grateful, looked at me and go, I bet you can play this role. That's what every actor wants to hear. I bet you can play this role. If I give you this role, can you do it? Yes, because I'm an actor. And if not, I'll learn to do it. If not, I'll work at doing it. And if not, I will study to be the best that I can be to do it. And that's what all of us want, the opportunity to knock on the door and go, I bet you if you look at me or invest in me or believe that I can do it, I can do it. But again, I was going by what she said. At the time, it deflated a lot of my, not only ego, but, my enthusiasm to be in this industry. But at the same time, I'm extremely grateful. I'm grateful for all those who take the time to say, hey, this is the truth. Whether it hurts my feelings or not, I'd rather you hurt my feelings than lie to me. Please, please, please tell me the truth. At all times, like, hey, you need this. Hey, you need that. Hey, you should try this. Hey, you should try that. So with that being said, I got you and I understood. So as one character actor to another, this industry can be hardcore. But if this is what you want to do, and this is my mentoring for the minute, then please continue to do so. Work with fellow actors, work with fellow actresses, work with up-and-coming directors, work with up-and-coming writers. Build your own if they're not willing to let you through the door. Look at somebody and go, hey, you want to do this? Is this what you want to do? Me too. So let's do this together. There are 1,001 ways to get through the industry door. More so now than it was 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, and 50 years ago. So with that being said, there's an opportunity for everyone. We may just have to design our own door, though. And with that being said, I want you to know that. I want you to know that there's always somebody out there rooting for you and believing in everything that you can do. And the best thing to do in this industry is connect, even with a other or that's just as unknown as you are, or even with others who have never, ever gotten out of the doorway, but still determined to be seen, still determined to be heard, and still determined to work in the industry that may or may not accept them. Whether as a character actor, as an actor, or lead, whatever the case may be, if this is what you want to do, then I believe in you. And I believe in why we're here. Because once you're given a talent, that's what you're expected to do with that talent. And not only that, it brings you joy. It brings all of us joy to be able to be believed, to be able to look at this person and go, oh, you were good. You were real good. I had no doubt you were that character. That's what you want to hear. You want to be the person that people look at and go, oh, I enjoyed every bit of that. Every bit of that. And I can't wait to see you in something else. So that's the incentive to keep going. And if you have not heard that yet, you will. And I want you to join in and, of course, share this video. And, of course, chip in and, of course, respond so we can go back and forth, so we can learn from each other and help each other in an industry that's not quite ready for character actors. But we got this. And I look forward to connecting with all of you. So that was it from today. And talk to you soon.